I see all of my friends down here and upstairs. Hello, ladies. Happy Independence Day to you. You know, where else would you find in a Amadiyyah Muslim Mosque a Republican, a Christian knight, knighted by the Knights Templars of Jerusalem, and a Puerto Rican? Only here. Only in America. Let no one doubt your sincerity, or let no one doubt your fidelity to this country. So I'd like to thank you again for your invitation for me to speak with you today. To speak with you on this day, on Independence Day. Now today marks the 238th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence of this country. So let us ponder that a moment moments before we break this fast and understand the meaning of what this day is to all Americans of all ethnicities, of all religions, and of all cultures. 238 years ago, this country, a few members of this country, before it was a country, declared independence from a king. They defied a monarch. They risked all of their lives, their families, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. And they pledged it all to defy this king. They said they declared war on an economic and military power of that day. And what they said was that even though this may be an act of treason to the king, to their sovereign crown, they said that there would be no ruler, no sovereign over free people. So we ask ourselves today, every Independence Day, why did they do this? Why would they risk everything? Ladies and gentlemen, they risked it all. They risked their lives, they risked their honor, their fortunes, everything. Everything for what? For an idea. For who? They were all going to die. They risked it all for us, for a future generation. They risked it all for the people in this room, for you and for me and everyone here. And that's what they did it for. They declared at that moment that no king, no sovereign, no ruler, no man can rule over free people and compel them to worship that king or to worship any particular religion or to deny them freedom of religion or even freedom from religion. It is here in America where we find that multiple denominations of religions and free people are free from persecution from anyone. It is only here that they are free from persecution as an inalienable right guaranteed to them in the Constitution of the United States and the Bill of Rights. This is the only place on earth where that happened at that time 238 years ago. The world was ruled by kings, monarchs, caliphs, sultans. Nowhere on the planet Earth when people rose up and said that they will be ruled by themselves, there will be sovereigns of themselves, and there will be kings over their own homes. Nowhere else on earth did this happen but here, 238 years ago. So when I look around this room, I want to tell you, my friends, let no one dare question your loyalty to this nation or your fidelity to the U.S. Constitution because of your religion. Let no one take the presumption to doubt your fidelity or loyalty by the acts of others. Because what I say to you is that it is by loyalty and fidelity to the Constitution that we empowered this freedom of religion. That we're empowered to worship in the way that we do. That we are empowered to teach our children our customs and our religions. And we teach our children to tolerate others as we wish to be tolerated. It is by that Constitution that we pledge our fidelity, that guarantees us these rights, these inalienable rights. Because this Constitution is the only Constitution that declared an endowment by God. It said the words that we are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights. And among these are the rights to freedom of religion. So, should any be so presumptuous as to doubt your loyalty based on the actions of others, let's remind them that we are free people, free men, composed of the same earth as they are. Let's tell them, and teach our children to tell them, to measure my loyalty not by the actions of others, but by my own actions. Don't judge me by the actions of other people. Judge me by the actions that I do. The most endangered minority in the United States of America, and now as we look around the world anywhere else, the most endangered minority is the individual. So we must protect first the rights of the individual. Because if we don't protect the rights of the individual, then we lose the rights of the collective. So always be defensive, always be in defense. Protect the rights of free-thinking people, the right to think freely. Because it's by free-thinking people that we practice our freedom, that we come up with the ideas that we have that keep us free. So if they are so presumptuous or would even dare to question you as an individual, as a person, not of your religion, but as your person, you answer them. Do I not feed the hungry? Do I not help the poor? Do I not help my neighbor? Do I not pledge fidelity to the flag? Do I not protect the Constitution? Do I not understand and teach the blessings of liberty of the Bill of Rights to my children? Tell me, what is disloyal about this? So challenge anyone who challenges you with this. Challenge them. Do not let that go. We have to also teach the community in which we live in that, yes, even though we might not be in a parade during the day because it happens to fall in the month of Ramadan, but let them know why. There's other things. There are 364 other days of the year. So we are not only loyal one day of the year. So we practice what we preach, as they say. So I want you to also know that there are many in America who find no threat by the Amadiyyah community or the Muslim communities. There are many in America like myself who only view people as individuals by their own actions. But I also urge our community to reach out, have community outreach, and reach out to others and teach them. And teach them by example. Teach them by example. What we just did upstairs, we showed our fidelity to the flag and we pledged the flag. That flag, may she fly high over free people. What that flag represents, it's a representation, right? It's a symbol, right? You know what that flag represents? Everyone in this room? That's what that flag represents. So when you see that flag flying high, there's a part of you in that flag. That flag is there because of soldiers and others who fought and died defending that flag. That flag is there because 238 years ago, there was a group of men with an idea, with a philosophy. And they said that men should be free. They should be free to think, and they should not be ruled by their passions. They should not be ruled by the passion of others, and they should not be ruled by a sovereign. They should be ruled by ourselves. And they risked it all again, as I said. And as a result of the horrific wars and what they suffered, that flag was born. And that flag continues to rise up every day, only because of people like you. So when people like you practice your religion freely in this place without persecution, remind others. Says, you know, there are others like us who want to practice this religion, and they are under persecution to death where they do it. And we are in a place that we take for granted, where no one is going to barge through this door and threaten us. But yet there are other places like this. So this is so important, this idea of liberty. So what I mean to say is, be willing to defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Because, think about it, without freedom of religion, without compulsion, there will be no wisdom to know the difference of compulsion and non-compulsion, of free and not free. And it's only by the free practice of what you do here today that makes that example. So, by your free practice of what you do today is the strongest expression of loyalty and fidelity to this country. So I urge you to keep doing it and do it with pride. And I'm also very proud to know you. And thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your loyalty. And if anyone again ever tries to doubt anything that you do or anything of your loyalty, you have them call me. And I'll take care of it from there.